and it starts to ebb back out to the North Sea. And it will do so for 7 hours. This little pub here to our right, the Anchor Tavern, recently celebrated its 400th birthday. Made famous by Samuel Pepys, the diarist, and William Shakespeare. Now, Shakespeare once hired the attic of that tavern as a dressing room for his actors before performing at the Old Globe Theatre. Once through the bridge, folks, very shortly on our left, you're going to see a golden top piece. Now, this is a monument to the Great Fire of London, said to resemble a lit candle, as it is said that is what started the fire. If you was to lay that monument down in a easterly direction, which is the way we are heading now, it would pinpoint where the fire first took place in a baker's shop in Pudding Lane. The bridge ahead of us is the famous London Bridge. There has been 4 London bridges to span the Thames at this point. The first one, it was built by the Romans over 2,000 years ago. Now, the one previous to this one, it was actually sinking into the mud, taken down brick by brick and sold off to an American businessman for $2 million. Now, today the bridge stands in the Arizona desert, spanning the man-made lake, Lake Havasu. To our left here, folks, the sandy-coloured building, the old Billingsgate's fish market. There once stood a fish market on that site for over 900 years. Very sadly, the tradition, it was broken a few years ago, but it does now stand in larger premises in the Docklands area of London. Behind the trees on our left, Water Guard's house, the headquarters of Her Majesty's Customs and Excise. Look ahead on our right, folks, the large warship, the HMS Belfast. She was built in the Harland and Wolff shipyard, Belfast, Northern Ireland. The same shipyard that built the ill-fated Titanic. Now, she's seen action during the Second World War and last fired her guns in anger during the North Korean campaign in the 1950s. Now, folks, you see that Union Jack she's flying? That is the only Union Jack you will see here in London today. If you see that flag flying from any building, it is called a Union flag. Now, it's only a Union Jack when it is flown from the jack staff of a ship. So like I say, other than that, it is actually a Union flag. Now, as you can see, folks, today the Belfast is a museum, open 7 days a week. I do believe children under 10, they do go for free. You can explore from the crow's nest right down to the engine room. Now, folks, for those on the top there, I do understand you want to get your photographs, but if you could please take to your seats, as the captain behind me, he can't see where he's going, and that's never good for no one. Of course, if you don't understand me, just keep on doing what you're doing. Now, to our left here, folks, we have the world-famous Tower of London. Now, there is over 1,000 years worth of history that is kept behind those walls. First commenced by William the Conqueror, and it took over 400 years to complete. Now, it has been many things in its time, but it's most famously known for its imprisonment, torture, and execution. Ahead of us, the Tower Road Bridge opened in 1894. The centre bascules, they both raise up to allow larger shipping in and out of the upper Pool of London. This bridge, folks, is the most easterly boundary of the square mile city. Once we pass through, we leave the city of London behind us, and we now enter into the east end of London in the Docklands area. When we go beneath the bridge, folks, look above us. You can actually walk across the two top catwalks today. I think it's about £10 an adult, folks. And as you can see, they have installed a glass flooring. Now, folks, don't look too carefully. You'll be very surprised we can see from a little boat down here on a clear day. Believe me, we've had some iPhones. Once through the bridge to our left at St Catherine's Pier, our last stop on our outward bound journey. We've just got to wait for permission to turn the boat round and proceed it. Now, as we do so, folks, I'll give you a bit of information about the boat times today. Now, if you want to go straight back to Westminster, just stay on board the boat. Boats after us are every 30 minutes until 6:30. So 6:30 this evening is your last remaining boat. Now take this time to look around yourselves. Make sure you got all your personal belongings. Don't leave nothing on board that's going to spoil your day. Now folks, before I do put the